Welcome to the Orange County Career Centers in partnership with New York State Department of Labor skills-based resume training. The goal of your resume is to sell yourself as the perfect person for the job. But what if outlining your work experience isn't really the best way to do that? Enter the skills-based resume. While most job seekers use the traditional reverse chronological resume format, it's not the only option. And there are times when an alternate format, one that highlights your skills first, might be the better fit. This resume style focuses on specific skills you have in particular aspects of your experience, centering on those that are most transferable to the job you're seeking, as opposed to a chronological or reverse chronological resume, which emphasizes your work history. First things first, determine the job you want to target. The key skills required for the job will help you to decide what to include on the largest chunk of the resume, the summary of skills. Pick 3 to 4 broad skill sets that specifically relate to the job description, and that you can back up with specific accomplishments or experiences. Communication, leadership, and project management are often used skills, but you can get more specific too. You have to learn to speak their language. Using the language of the industry in which you are seeking employment shows the reader that you have knowledge and experience that they are looking for. Therefore, piquing the interest of the employer enough for them to want to schedule an interview for further discussion. This is the number one job of the resume, securing an interview. Employers are looking for keywords in a resume in order to find a suitable candidate. Many large organizations, and even some smaller ones, use applicant tracking systems to weed out unqualified applicants. The systems scan your resume for contextual keywords and phrases, mathematically scoring them for relevance and sending only the most qualified ones through for human review. Make sure your resume doesn't end up in the discard pile. Job descriptions will tell you the skills employers are seeking. Being able to state on a resume the skills that align with the position will allow for you to move toward the next step, which is interviewing. The job description is an open book test because they tell you what skills they are looking for. Majority of job seekers do not adjust their resumes to the job of interest, often using a generic one-size-fits-all resume and wonder why they are not getting interviews. Many job seekers will not apply for a position because he or she may lack a specific skill. Keep in mind that the job description is seeking the perfect candidate. The job seeker may have 80% of what is being asked. That does not mean he or she is not a good fit for the position. Hard skills can be taught, but soft skills are overlooked by many. It is extremely important for job seekers to fit into the culture of the business. Words like flexible, team player, interpersonal skills, honest, accountable, and leadership are traits that are valued by employers. Hard skills are equally important, and job seekers don't always do a good job in expressing their skills on paper. They don't know how to market themselves and fall short of what is being asked. For example, hard skills that auto mechanics or nurses possess will be assumed. However, it cannot hurt to include the certifications and licenses along with skills obtained and their respective titles. Your task is to provide them with employable skills that will fit the needs of the particular job. Your resume should be tweaked based upon the position for which you are applying. Provide both hard and soft skills you possess that match the needs of the employer. Hard skills are skills where the rules stay the same regardless of which business, circumstance, or people with whom you work. In contrast, soft skills are skills where the rules change depending on the culture of the business. Examples of hard skills are computer software and application knowledge, data analysis, business intelligence, mathematics, and automotive repair. Examples of soft skills are communication skills, problem solving, teamwork, leadership, and organizational skills. Here is an example of what a skills-based resume layout should look like. Consider a summary statement. A summary statement, which consists of a couple lines at the beginning of your resume that give potential employers a broad outline of your skills and experience, is the most ideal if you have years of experience you need to tie together with a common theme. They're also good if you have a bunch of disparate skills and want to make it clear how they fit together. Do use powerful verbs. Skip the tired and all too frequently used led, handled, and managed, and go for verbs like charted, administered, consolidated, or maximized, which make you look both confident and competent. Do include your contact info. Pretty basic, but you'd be surprised how many job seekers put together an amazing resume, and then don't include enough "here's where to find me" info. This section should have your name, email address, phone number, city and state, LinkedIn URL, and personal website if you have one. Also, make sure you're using your personal contact info rather than your work, because that's a recipe for disaster. Do keep it to one page. Recruiters read a lot of resumes, so they don't want to have to spend a ton of time looking over yours. Cut it down to the most relevant information and keep it short. Don't send it as a Word document. Sending your resume off as a .docx file will most likely result in all of this careful formatting getting messed up when the recruiter opens the file. Save your final version as a PDF to make sure everything stays just as is. Here we have a completed skills-based resume. It is an easy read, and in speaking with employers, they have been pleased with the product. The focus of the bullet points has been working for our job seekers. Employers want to know about previous contributions and what impact the job seeker has made. A cover letter is an important way to showcase how your unique combination of skills and experience meet the key requirements of the job description. It is your chance to show a clear link between your knowledge, experience, and abilities and the needs of the employer. Cover letter example. Highlighted parts need to be edited to include your specific information. Contact your local career center to schedule a one-on-one appointment if you need help with your job search. Pick your skills. First things first, determine the job you want to target. Craft your bullets. After you determine your skill categories, start drafting accomplishment statements in bullet form that describe your experience with each skill area. Include a short work history. Start with a plan. Complete a summary of qualifications section. Be sure to review your resume for any errors. Here are some examples of a completed skills-based resume. Here's an example of a resume focused on administrative responsibilities. Here's an example of a resume focused on project manager responsibilities. Keep in mind of what documentation to bring to the interview. If you have any questions, please contact your local career center.